Today's news, South Korea, Trump's "where are you from" moment.
Donald Trump, who's running for president of the United States and is currently the front runner in the Republican field, was holding a Q&A when a gentleman of Asian ethnicity was going to ask a question. When the guy finally got up there, Trump said, "Are you from South Korea?" And the kid said, "No, I'm from Texas, raised in Colorado." The audience laughed, and effectively Trump didn't even let him ask his question. He just interrupted him and started talking about Army in South Korea, Japan, Germany, etc.
So why are we talking about this?
White people tend to view ethnicity in the United States differently than every other ethnicity. For instance, we like to say, "Where are you from?" when someone's not white, implying that they're from another country, even if they're from the US. Minorities don't necessarily do the same thing. Or if they ask a white person the same question, a white person will answer, "I'm from this state, I'm from this city."
True.
It's a double standard.
It is a double standard. I think that this is one of the issues that we have in America that I don't really like and appreciate. I kind of know about the flip side because when we were in South Korea, this is a question we got asked all the time. You know, you are not Korean looking, I am not Korean looking. And so we would get asked, "Oh, where are you from?" First off, that question's asked, it's like, well, you don't belong here. You get that feeling around the question. And then the other thing is, depending upon what you answer, they're immediately making a judgment about you based on your country and its culture. You have no control over that.
It does help to find out a little bit of information when you're having a conversation with somebody that you don't know. Trump wants to know were you born in South Korea versus were you born in the United States. It looks like he's just putting him into a box.
Yeah, well, Trump is not actually the best person to be, like, open-minded about race and ethnicities and immigration policies. So, I don't know. I've got my issues with that. The other thing about this is it's not fair. And this is something we've talked about, different friends that we have that are Asian American or Hispanic American or Latino American, that they all have this issue of feeling like they're not part of the American people. At the same time, we know white people who have recently, or within 1 or 2 generations, come over to the US and they never get asked this question because their parents are German or their parents are British. It's a total double standard racial bigot bias thing that drives me crazy.
I used to ask my university students in South Korea this question also. Where in South Korea are you from? Because I was trying to learn about the geography of South Korea. So I would ask the same question, but I had a different intention because I was learning about Korea. So if they mentioned a particular town that I didn't know, I would then say, okay, well, what city is that close to? And I would learn about Korea that way. And you and I both know we traveled around South Korea extensively to places that most people who are there don't necessarily go because you have to get there by car only, or it's very difficult to get there by public transportation. Part of the reason that we went to some of those places was because in the beginning I would ask a whole crop of 150 students that were new that semester, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" They would maybe write it in a paper and I could just read it. I could check on the computer when I was correcting their homework. "Oh, it's over here." There's so many ways that you can approach this question that it does get confusing and it can feel like you're discriminating against somebody by the way that they look. Yeah, Trump's a buffoon, and I'm not defending people who ask this question. There are a lot of possibilities going on here.
There would have been no problem, there would have been no issue if he just asked, "Where are you from?" Like, that's a very basic question. Where are you from? But to ask, "Are you from South Korea?"
Well, the kid had already started talking about Korea basing his question that way.
But still, I get that, but at the same time, South Korea is huge in the news, is very popular culturally amongst young people now, becoming more so. You know, if it was a blonde-haired white girl asking a question about South Korea, he would have never questioned it or asked anything. But this guy didn't even get to get his question out. Immediately he was ignored, and it's just
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Check the link below and click on the video. It's a 3-minute video, but you can get the full context of what we're talking about by seeing the video and Trump's exchange with the kid who was asked a question. I say kid, he was probably 20 something. By the way, that kid was a Harvard student.
Yeah.
Which we didn't mention in the video.
No.
That's incredible. that this happened to a kid like that, and I think it's probably why it's making national news.
But I want to hear your thoughts, or read your thoughts and perspective on this, so drop those down in the comments section below.
And click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, you guys. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye!